The Orphan Disease Center is an organization within the School of Medicine, and we work with foundations and organizations in the rare disease space to help them move the research forward. We help the foundations find the best researcher to work with to find a way to move the therapies forward.
What would you like the general public to know about rare diseases that makes them more common than people think?
Individually, they're rare. So we are now talking about between 7,000 and 10,000 different rare diseases, which is a big number. And I understand, there's only a few patients that are affected by each disease. In some cases, a couple of patients and handful of patients. So that's what makes them rare. But together they are huge. So we're talking about 1 in 10 people in this country are suffering from a rare disease. So that makes it together we are very big, but individually we are very small. So I think that's the issue, is people to understand that it can affect many people that you might know. Also, some of them you cannot see, right? So it's not like you can see a person down the street and be like, that person has a rare disease. In many cases, it is the case, but in some cases, it's not. So they are more common than you think. So that's an important thing to know.
Can you explain why the language of orphan disease was chosen?
I think we feel orphaned in a way, right? So because they are so rare and so not so many patients are affected, if you think about how the pharmaceutical companies work and how research has worked in general, we're trying to apply this to as many people as we can, right? So if we're thinking about only having 100 patients in a country, it's hard to make money out of a medication if we're thinking about it that way. If you're only making a medicine for 100 people, it's really hard to get your money back. And doing research is very, very expensive. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars to get to the point where a drug can be given to a human. So to get that money back and to be profitable, you need more patients. So because of that, we have been orphaning a long time. We're talking about less than 5% of rare diseases have an FDA-approved medication. So we are orphan in that sense. Many people, we call them rare as well, just because they are not as common. But we personally feel like we have been orphaned by the research and by the way that the system works to make medications.